Hello, Taurus. Welcome back to Intuitive Insights with Willow. Here is where I always wish you peace and the understanding that life is always happening for you, not to you. Okay, so this video is for third deacon Tauruses. All right, it's a love reading. We're going to see what's going on with your person in honor of Mercury retrograding in Leo, the spicy, spicy flow. Ooh, Taurus, you dealing with a Taurus? All right, Chris and Karuchi. Let's see more about your person. So you could be dealing with someone who is a religious leader or a teacher. Someone could be going to school, majoring in education. You can also be dealing with someone who's very spiritual, spiritually inclined, tend to know things without knowing why they know things or how they know them. Someone very disciplined, structured, and just a Taurus. Okay. We have Three of Swords. Dang, it's a lot of pain. Well, duh, we reconciling, girl. Eight of Pentacles. And strength. Hmm. So we have Libra, Virgo, and Leo energy here. What is important and very dominant here is person trying to gain control. It's like someone that's diving in. I think, Taurus, you may have parted ways with this individual, but it's someone who's diving in heavy into their work or their environment. They're just really, they're not focusing internally, it's externally to get out of their head. They're coming off very strong, very confident on the outside, but inside, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes by themselves alone with thoughts, you're haunting them. Okay. What do they want? What is their desire for our third deacon Taurus? Seven of Pentacles. Hmm. Let's clarify. The first thing the first thing I heard is see my worth. So this could be someone who wants you to see their worth, see their efforts, acknowledge the dedication that they've put into this forgive me. They put into this connection. We have Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Two of Wands. Two of Wands, you get on my nerves. I'm just playing. No, I ain't, because it's rude. Okay. Anyways, so with this energy, this is an individual who's giving up being stuck. They're no longer staying still, lingering, and holding on to the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, to the, just things that they have. They're surrendering to the universe. And that's why they're distracting themselves, trying to be busy doing other things because they no longer they realize that they have no control anymore. All they have control over is them, what they do, and what they can hold to. You know what? As a Taurus, with them clarifying the Seven of Pentacles, it's like they want you to acknowledge that you had security with them. You were the only one they want to be with. I think emotionally they may have came off or clung to you a little too much and appeared to be inflexible to do other things. Because with that Two of Wands, you could have wanted to take things to the next level. You could have wanted to travel. You could have had the desire to do other stuff. We're talking to two Tauruses here. But the problem is, and that's the sad part, this is a problem. But for real, the problem with this connection was one wanted more than the other one was willing to give. And then once the other one accepted that this is your way, this is how you want to do things, this is not what I want out of life, and you walked away, then all of a sudden now they're like, okay, I want to do this, but they're having a problem being vulnerable. They want you to acknowledge. I mean, both of y'all could want each other to acknowledge the efforts that you actually put into this connection. And hey, when one has made up their mind, the only thing that can heal the connection is time when it comes to a Taurus, because with being a fixed sign, constantly trying, you're attempting, like nobody's perfect. You're attempting to try to make things work. You're trying to be all that is required of you to show this person love, to show this person that you're reliable or dependable. You're doing your best to offer friendship, offer companionship without being possessive or, um, what is that? Clingy to them. You're trying, but when one is set in their ways, it's like this work, we can do this here. And it's like, no, I want to do it now. Why do I always have to wait? I feel like one felt they was given more than the other, but both failed to acknowledge how each other was giving, like sacrificing. Like, okay, so say one of you was a big gift giver. Your love language was gift giving. So you always showered them with gifts. You showered them with compliments. And I'm talking about things in the material, or you was always cooking for them. You was constantly giving to them. And the other one, appreciated it, but they didn't give to you like that. But whenever you needed emotional support, whenever you needed someone, a motivator, a hype man, they were there. And that was their love language, being present, never leaving you alone. So you both was doing your thing. It's just the scales weren't balancing because the traits that were being balanced on each scale was different. So it may have weighed heavy on one end and the other one not so much, as well vice versa. You It's really just a failure of communication here. And it's like neither is budging, especially with all these fours. But we'll see. Let's do the outcome. Bottom of the deck is Eight of Swords, and oh no, Lord, why am I wrong deck? That's why I'm looking at the Ace of Swords. How is it still the bottom if I'm shuffling? Huh? Wait a minute now. All of them was good. I just was mad I didn't get a shuffle in. Six of Cups. Okay. Oh, Two of Cups at the bottom. Chariot is at the bottom, and Death, along with the Page of Cups. Okay. High Priestess. Oh, that's really good. So you two are going to come around. Look at that. Two stubborn people. How you come around and break that ice? That's interesting. Maybe one is going to give in and send the other one flowers. I think about that now because my friend, she's a Taurus, and yeah. And she sent flowers. I never got them. They got lost in transit, but um, I thought that was so cute. Because yeah, when I've been done wrong, it's like, please, dude, I can't look at your face right now. That could be it. It's like both of you, when you're stubborn and you go into little cocoons, Tauruses don't get the credit that they deserve with the self-evaluation. You do evaluate, you do relook at things, and accountability does take a part. In some Tauruses, I've known some Tauruses that are just disgustingly stubborn. It's like, yo, you can't even tell you nothing. You think you know everything. I know someone, I specialize in baking. Like that's my expertise. That's what I specialize in, yeah. Especially bread. Like that's my passion. And I was trying to tell a male Taurus about how to store your yeast and make bread, but they were new to baking, and this person was just unwilling to even consider what I was saying. So me, I just surrendered. I just listened. I was like, oh, okay. I turned from giving actual words to just being receptive to what they were saying. I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, you talking to me like I ain't been fucking baking over 17 years now. Like, it was weird, but for the sake of the argument, keep the peace in the family. You just let it go. You know what I mean? You have the Three of Wands. So the Six of Cups as the outcome lets me know that this connection between the two of you is very strong. And it is. It I don't think you guys are broken up. I think there's just a rip in your connection, okay? What I mean by that is I'm kind of on the fence. Do you guys live together? Are you living separate? Oh, I think one has a place. The other one probably visited quite frequent, and you may have taken your things away. That's probably why it's giving me in and out. But you have the Three of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the King of Swords. Like I said, somebody's got to move. Who gonna move? Who gonna do something? It's like we're making the decision on, do I continue to wait, or should I formulate a new plan? Because wounds is still here, and it's like I can't heal this if I don't address this. I will say though, it's giving me heavy masculine that's diving themselves heavy into their work. Because one, so it could be the feminine, clearly, that is just being impossible to talk to. Like, I told you this. Yeah, I heard you. But perception is one's own reality. You know what I mean? All right. My final third Deacon Taurus. If you want, I did upload your cousin videos. Go and take a look at them. Also, if you like this kind of content, subscribe to my channel. If this video resonated with you in any shape, form, or fashion, help your girl out and like the video. I did say in the other videos that this lets me know what group is actually watching or gravitating to the videos. That way I'm able to actually customize to those individuals. Okay, so like the video if you like it, and always understand that no matter what hand you're dealt in a day, you got it regardless. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.